Yes. Platinum Games is interested in bringing Star Fox Zero to the Nintendo Switch.
I love it. I love it.
Dude, that reading was that was crazy. What the hell was that, bro?
It was weird. It was weird.
I love it crazy.
All right, is it 2 words, Platinum Games, or is it just one? Is it one?
It looks better as 2.
I think it's maybe
It is whatever.
I think
It's okay.
I thought it was 2, but I just copy and pasted from the article, so it's the way it's written there.
Well, Platinum Games, as we know, makes some classic stuff.
Oh yeah.
We enjoy almost all their games, if not all of them.
I love Platinum Games.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am.
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with Star Fox?
Yeah,
They had they did the original.
They developed Star Fox
Zero.
Oh shit.
They developed it for the Wii U.
Get out of here.
I don't think they had a hand in any other Star Fox game, but they did do the Star Fox Zero.
Which was a departure for them because I didn't really see them do shooters before that.
Seriously.
I mean, they are doing one now, a 2D one, which looks pretty L2. It's like I think it's a remake. But, yeah, so they said, they confirmed that they would definitely be interested in bringing Star Fox Zero to the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
The biggest thing that people didn't like, I would say, about Star Fox Zero is the control scheme. And it was on the Wii U, right?
Yes, it was.
So you had to use the controller to move your aiming practical, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it would be a little bit of a difference of
that.
doing it for the Switch. So maybe it'll be an improvement to give people what they actually wanted.
They can do it.
If you didn't like that, because a lot of people didn't like that control scheme.
You know what's funny? Like with the whole thing with Star Fox Zero, it's like like you move the controller or whatever like that to aim. I'm trying to figure out like if they can do the Skyward Sword treatment where everyone's like, okay, just put it to the right stick. It's tough.
Just take it out.
Well, it's a second screen, so all you have to do is just have a button to swap screens.
This is the thing, yeah. The
you go
second
into the
screen
cockpit
thing is
screen.
easy. Yes, what you just said is like everyone's like, oh,
That's what makes sense.
but you look at 2 screens. I'm like, not really.
You don't
Like,
have to
You
look
don't
at
have to. You're
Right.
really looking at one screen and
Exactly.
you're swapping between both. If you want to look
Right.
up and down, you can.
Right.
I never played it that way. I just swapped the screens and just looked at my TV. So
like
that part is
it's like the
easy.
DS. Like it's 2 screens. You're not looking at both screens. You're looking at one
Exactly.
screen focused, and then the other screen is just extra.
It's a
like a
convenient
menu.
thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, you got to
Right.
multitask." I'm like,
No, you don't.
"No, you're not supposed to
Yeah, yeah.
multitask. You're not supposed to."
Right.
So I don't know if you can get the gyro out because the problem is you can do it with the air, the R wing, but
Right.
there's other vehicles. You know, there's a gyrocopter.
Okay.
You kind of have to move the controller to kind of move. I don't think it's a big deal if you move it to aim.
No.
I don't think it's going to be too cumbersome if you do it, whether you're using the Joy-Con grip or if you're
Right.
using the handheld. I think they should at least leave that stuff in. I think the thing that they should take out, if they do a port, is that there are moments, there are boss battle moments, right, where they will make the third-person view like
Force.
it'll force it like you're looking at the vehicle from the side, so you can't use that to fight the boss. You have to use they force you into like a first person perspective where you have to use that, and you could look at it's like a cinematic thing, which is what Platinum Games is known for, cinematic stuff like that. That's not necessary. Just make it behind the vehicle third person. Don't have a
Right.
fixed, strange, weird third person viewpoint that you can't even use that forces you into the second. If they take those parts out, it'll be more enjoyable for people, I think.
Okay.
So that's what I'm hoping that they do. And I think the game should come. It's one of my favorite Star Fox games. It might be my favorite one besides Starlink.
That's
itself.
that's one of the few that left that haven't been ported yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many games is left?
Xenoblade Chronicles Cross wasn't. They said that'd be hard. They said it's going to be tough because that
Right.
really does rely on
The second screen.
the second screen. Because
WarioWare collection.
You know what I'm telling you, man. The Wario Game and Watch, the Game and Wario, that doesn't need to come. I don't think that was a very good, that was not a very good game.
What game?
Wario, Game and Wario.
Game and Wario.
Yeah, I
That was
got
a
that
game?
for the Wii U. Yes,
Bad?
It sucked. It was not. I love WarioWare games.
shit,
I
dude.
love Wario games.
Right.
I don't want to play that again. Like I miss WarioWare Touched. I miss WarioWare Smooth Moves.
Smooth Moves is good for the
You
Wii.
know, the Switch one that's just came out. That
Yeah.
one's great, but
All the DS
Nah,
ones
man.
are good.
not the Wii U one.
DS
So that's
was
a
good.
forgotten title you don't need.
It's like some of the big games are good. It's just as a whole game, it's not the best Wario.
It's the weakest one out of all.
It is the weekest.
Okay.
Yes, it is
Not
the
that it
weakest.
sucked. It was just It was okay, but it was.
It's not a bad game.
Right,
it has
right.
a bunch of minigame collections. It's not like they're not fun. It's just, it's the worst Wario game.
I don't know. It sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, sounds like it should be forgotten.
Wow.
But like this is one of their titles. Like Star Fox and F-Zero is something that Nintendo says they won't release until there's a gimmick for the game.
Yeah.
It has to be something different that you could do on the system that you couldn't do on something older.
Right.
Right.
So that's why they throw on all these control schemes on that are weird, and that's why you haven't seen a F-Zero in like ages and decades.
Wow. F-Zero.
They think too
The
hard.
gimmick is it's portable. Let me stop.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Agreed. Yes,
That's the gimmick.
That's the gimmick. It's got like we've
There you
never had a
Yeah.
motion controlled F-Zero. Never happened yet. So it's like you just port the
Even
GameCube one, add motion controls. That's it. I'm
Actually,
fine with that.
Wait, the 3DS F-Zero.
You
Oh, not F-Zero, Star Fox.
Yeah.
You said F-Zero, but you meant
Yeah.
Star Fox. For the 3DS.
Right. My bad.
Did that have motion controls? I could have sworn it did.
I think it.
I think
did.
it had gyro,
I think
controls.
It did have a gyro thing going on with it.
Yeah.
I forgot.
What is this about food? You're talking about food.
I'm talking about food.
Gyros. He's doing the gyros thing. You fell for your own style of dad joke, Kev.
That's
I
great.
don't get the correlation. I'm thinking like I am hungry.
You know what's funny?
There it is.
It does have motion controls. I forgot what motion control was implemented in the 3DS one. I gotta go back
Yeah.
to that
It's
one.
probably with the stylus. Probably like
I use it with the circle pad, but yeah.
But they have two.
that was the
listen,
gimmick anyway.
They have two freaking analog sticks. Let's just use those.
we could
What's
use
the
those.
problem with that? Let's just
Yeah,
use
no,
that.
I-
When you it
You couldn't
depends.
do that on Super Nintendo. There's no
Traditional
analog
controls.
sticks.
The gyrocopter, man.
Right.
It's you need two sticks for movement.
What you
The way
need?
that thing moves. It's
And
like
change
that,
it. Change that.
They've done
If-
helicopter games though. With the,
Yeah, change that.
The twin sticks, man. It can
Gotta
work.
get rid of that.
They're gonna make it a drone, like an
Yeah.
actual drone you can use outside of the system,
There you go.
like the Mario Kart,
Yeah.
the RC car.
Right.
They're gonna have an actual thing you can fly in the air. Now, here's your Star Fox.
Watch that actually happen. dude, for
Exactly,
real.
it's gonna happen.
Man, watch that happen. Speaking into existence.
It's like here's your drone Star Fox. Go fly this
That
outside.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I like to see it come back, but I'd like to see a Star Fox sequel in the vein of Starlink. I think I told you I played Star Fox 2. Star Fox 2 crossed with a Starlink. That's the future of Star Fox.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Indirectly, Star Fox.
Indirectly. So, well, no. If you play Star Fox 2,
Unintentionally, right?
you see some elements of Starlink they
Right.
took from Star Fox 2. And I'm like,
okay.
I see that, and then Ubisoft did its own open world
Okay.
style with spaceships and stuff. It's really good. And then Eric came up with the idea, say they should have some on foot missions, which they kind of experimented with in Star Fox Assault.
Right.
It should, I think,
Didn't they make the whole game like that Dinosaur Planet
Dinosaur
game?
Planet.
yeah, that
On
played
foot that
a lot-
everybody-
Yo, I always have these like crazy ass ideas. I don't even care if they steal them.
No, they
Say
did.
it was
They did.
theirs.
They
Remember
did.
the Panzer podcast or that we were on?
Yeah.
Whatever. And there, a lot of people were like, "Oh, they're not sure of the way how Panzer plays. Panzer Saga plays." And I'm like, "Why don't you do the side missions like part 1 and 2, and keep the role playing elements from the main story?" And then everyone was like,
No, I think like a Star Fox open world. Yeah, I think they should have some side missions on rails.
But
Yeah,
I think though for Star Fox it'd be dope because like when you're battling like these big ship battles, taking out turrets and shit like that.
Yeah.
If you like disable all that stuff, you like fly your freaking plane into that shit to land, and then you get off on foot, and you can do whatever you gotta do inside. Have it play a little bit like some like a cover system, like a little gears in there, and then you get the fuck out of there. That'd be fucking awesome.
Here's my quick idea that Nintendo needs to be listening to.
I got ideas, man.
So this is what you do. There's a squad, and
Flip mode.
there's a squad. There's a bunch of pilots in Star Fox.
Right.
Make it multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Done deal. Never been done. Use the whole squad in your fights online, multiplayer. Done. That's your new Star Fox.
Yeah, that's fire. Like, could you imagine?
They were
like in a
supposed to
big
do that.
space battle,
Yeah.
like 3 of your teammates are like blowing up turrets and stuff, and you sneak into the
Yeah.
plane.
That'd be fucking dope.
Hasn't been
Into the
done.
fortress.
One
plant a bomb and be out.
One
Right.
person has to disable some shit while you
Right.
guys keep them bit. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. How's no one ever thought it's in every
Team
movie?
battle. Yeah,
like
yeah.
you see it in
It's
so
in
many
every
movies.
Star Wars.
Yeah, how do you not like?
Yeah.
It's in Transformers War for Cybertron.
Dude,
It's like
So just use it.
Yeah, that's it. Steal this idea.
Please,
Steal
dude.
these ideas.
There you go. Nintendo.
You ain't
It's
got-
too hard to make it multiplayer. We don't do stuff online because we suck. Sorry,
Damn.
my bad.
Nintendo, thank us later.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments can think of
Take
something.
the idea, don't pay us.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. Just bring us a good game.
Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Let
you
us
like
know.
that idea, let us know in the comments.
Yep.
Do it now. Do it.